Hello, my name is Hannah, and today we are building this random house that I just kind of, I did what I normally do when I don't have any ideas for houses, and I just kind of put walls down and see if I can make a house out of it. But yeah, that was one of these, and I was just like, okay, we're gonna put some walls down in Birdleton Bay, see if I can make a house out of this, and I did, which is good. Sometimes I cannot, which is where issues come by, and I'm just like, I've been spending 45 minutes on a singular house. I need to figure something out. But I did actually figure something out with this one, which is good. But this one, I feel like I closed it off more than I do usually. Typically, when I'm like just building, I build like more open floor plans. I don't think that's purposeful, but like that's just kind of like how I like see like houses and like how I like plan out houses in my head. But like this one, I made it a bit more closed off, which was hard because it's small on the inside. Which makes less sense because smaller houses are typically more closed off in like my opinion, like or not my opinion, but like my experience. That's how like that like in my head that's how that works is the smaller the house, the more closed off it is, which makes no sense. But I was just like I wanted this house to be closed off, and I also really wanted to use the blue like counters from Parenthood, so I did, and they're really cute. I like the Parenthood counters. They're really cool. The colors are very out there, but they're also still kind of like usable at the same time, which sometimes like some of like the more like colorful like ones like the base game really flat looking ones, those ones I don't ever use unless it's in like mid-century modern houses. I use a singular swatch, but the rest of the time, no. I don't think I use two of the base game ones. The other two, there may be more than that. I think there's only four though, but I think I use half of them. But I could be really wrong, and then there's more. Oh, there is another one. Yeah, there's like an industrial looking one. I just remembered that one. Yeah, I don't use that one either. But like I only use two, and they're like the wood ones. But I only really use one of them. But I would be open to using the like most like or the more expensive one, like the most. I think it's the one of the most expensive ones, but I'm not really sure. I don't look at the pricing of kitchen cabinets in The Sims very often. It's not really something I'm very worried about. Of just like, how much is this, cabinet? Because most of my builds are not budgeted. Like I have done some budgeted builds, but mostly it's just like, yeah, this one looks good. We'll use that. Which I don't need to restrict myself, so it's good. Most of the time when I have like numbers in like titles, like this one is currently called 50K family home, that's just how much it ended up costing. Like not like I wasn't even trying. It's probably not going to be called that actually because that's a really boring name, but like that's okay. I don't have ideas for actual names, so that's okay. But we're gonna get on to the not so story, kind of just me talking, because I could not think of another like story, even though I have three more not houses builds to do today and voiceovers for them. But this one I'm just going to talk about school, which I do quite often, but that's my entire life right now, as I am a student, so that makes sense. But after spring break, it's currently spring break, it's currently Friday of spring break, so you're seeing this like halfway through next week. So I'm actually already back in school, but that's okay. I like make all my videos ahead of time, which is good, so then I don't like have rushed like I did like when I first started. Like I was making houses for the same day, sometimes on the weekends, because I would like not do anything over the week other than like build, which is not fun. But now I'm doing it ahead of time, which is much better for me because then I don't have to stress as much. So I have to go back to school full time, like, because we were going half the time, so like Monday, Tuesday, half of every other Wednesday. But now I have to go every single day, which is really fun. I don't want to do it at all. I want to just stay home because it is so much easier. It's like, well, it's not that it's much easier, but it's less stressful for my head, which is better for me, because if my brain is less stressed, I can do better. And it's not that I can't focus very well, but I can't focus well at school either. Like that's just a focusing, I cannot focus kind of thing. Does not matter where I am. If I'm at home or if I'm at school, I just cannot focus. I have like spaced out for longer at school than I have at home. So haha. But like, I don't want to go to school 5 days a week. I know that's normal, but I'm just like, no, I've been at home for like 8 months. I don't want to do that anymore. That just doesn't sound like any fun at all, like whatsoever. I also don't really have enough clothes to like wear every day. I didn't like I it's not that I don't have clothes. They just don't fit, and I don't really have like a desire to go get more clothes. So I've got like two pairs of pants and like a couple like shirts that I can wear. But then I don't like wearing the clothes, which is an issue for me. I don't really need to talk about that. But I'm just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. But also, it's super stressful going back to school. I don't like going to school because then, like, people can see me, which sounds like a weird issue, but I just don't like being seen. Like, at home, I could just, like, turn my camera off and I could, like, sit in the weirdest positions that I want and do whatever I want. I could, like, get up and walk around, which I've talked about before, which helps me like do better. I've done better on like some of like the quizzes, which is weird. But it's just like I do so much better when I have the opportunity to just stop and just take care of myself for like 6 seconds. When at school I have to be on 24/7. I also have to like move every so often when I'm at school, which is not fun. I'll just sit all day. That's fine. But like I guess it's good for me, but I don't really care. I don't want to go back to school. School is just not where I want to be. But I guess it's preparation for next year, which is probably going to be full time all year long at school, which is gonna be so weird because it's already like I'm at a new school. I didn't go to school every day. It's still just so weird. It's gonna be so weird going back to school on Monday and going until Friday. But that's the end of, my rant about school, so it's almost screenshots time, so I post a new video every day of the week, so you can watch another video tomorrow. Bye!